Hello, welcome to my videos on my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the Steelers' loss against the Colts, 24 to 27 today in the week 4 of NFL 2024 season. Well, today the Steelers lost its first game of the season. To be honest, it was a bad game for the Steelers, especially for the defense side, because in the big difference was in the first half, where the Steelers allowed 17 points. Actually, they were losing 17 points in the beginning of the third quarter, and in the second half is when the team improved a little. But also the big difference is that the defenses allow 27 points. The Steelers offense improved a lot in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter or in the second half, where they scored 21 points, but they couldn't in the end win this game. About this game, this is a typical trap game, where it's a typical in the Tomlin's era, where when the Steelers play against underdog team, and when the Steelers are a very favorite team in this kind of games, usually the Steelers lost this game because they are not well prepared to face and to play against this team, because they underestimate this team, and this is what happened in this game. And in the other side, where the Steelers play against top teams, and when the Steelers are the underdog, usually the Steelers play better and they prepare very well. About this game, to be honest, I was very disappointed for the defense side, because I didn't expect how bad they play this football, because they allowed 27 points, and they allowed two back-to-back touchdowns in the first Colts possession. They play a very miserable bad game, and when the Steelers needed the defense stop the Colts offense in the fourth quarter, they allowed another 10 points, and here was the difference to lose this game. How I told you, the Steelers were losing 17 points in the beginning of the third quarter, and actually the Anthony Richards, the Indianapolis Colts quarterback, got injured in the first quarter because the hip. He received a hit by the Minka Fitzpatrick, the Steelers free safety, and Joe Flacco, the bench quarterback, started to play this game for the rest of the game. He were the starting quarterback since that moment, and I thought that the Steelers were gonna to win this game, because Joe Flacco were playing, and he's the best quarterback, but the Steelers the defense couldn't stop him, and in the halftime the Steelers were losing 3-17. In the second half, how I told you, the Steelers offense improved a lot, and also the Steelers defense were in the third quarter. The Steelers didn't allow any point, and they scored one touchdown. And the Steelers in the end of the third quarter reduced the game to they were losing by 10 points difference, 10-17. In that moment, I thought that the Steelers were going to win this game, but they not, because in the fourth quarter is when we have more emotion in the game, where the Steelers allowed 10 points, one field goal and one touchdown, and Steelers scored two touchdowns, and they have the opportunity to win this game, but they couldn't because some miss issues. Actually, there was for 3 or 4 miss issues that they changed this game. For example, the first miss issue was that in the second half, the Steelers were in the Indianapolis red zone, or the Steelers were in the red zone, but George Pickens got a fumble, and the Steelers couldn't score any goal. And in the third quarter, Justin Fields, the Steelers were in the Indianapolis Colts territory, but Justin Fields made a mistake, and he made a fumble. He lost the ball, and the Steelers couldn't make any points. Also, another mistake, or this was for the referee system. At the end of the third quarter, the Steelers were gonna to stop the Indianapolis Colts, but the referee sent a flag, penalty, because Minka Fitzpatrick couldn't stop. It was a personal foul. In my opinion, it wasn't a personal foul. He couldn't stop. He hit the Indianapolis Colts wide receiver, and this was a first down, that in the beginning of the fourth quarter, the Indianapolis Colts scored a touchdown, and won the game. And in the last drive of the game, where the Steelers had the opportunity to win this game or to tie this game, the center didn't translate or send the snap to Justin Field, and this provoked that the Steelers couldn't move the ball and lost this game. So in the end, the Steelers lost the game 24-27 and lost the first game of the season. So about the overall stats, the Steelers threw for a 403 total yards, 282 by pass, and 121 by run game. How I told you, the improvement was in the second half, especially for the offenses. That they put the game in to win it, but they couldn't because also the defense didn't do enough a very great game. Because you can see here that the defense said Steelers defenses play a very bad game. They allowed 358 yards. This is a very awful. 225 by pass and 133 by running. So this was the big problem, and for that reason the Steelers lost that game. And for example, the Steelers couldn't provoke any turnover, any fumble, and any touchdown, and they just made two sacks. The Steelers allowed 4 sacks, and the Steelers had 2 turnovers, 2 fumbles, and this was the big difference. But also, how I told you, this time the Steelers offense wasn't the problem because they improved its football, and they put the game in to win it. But the Steelers defense, this was where because they play a very full game. They allowed 27 points and they lost the game. And how I told you, when the Steelers allow less than 20 points in each game, the Steelers more than 80% they win this game. But this time the Steelers play a very full game and they lost it. So in this moment, the Steelers are still leading the division with a record of 3-1 in the AFC North. Let's see how the others game. So what's next? The next game, the Steelers will travel back to its home, where the Steelers will receive the Dallas Cowboys, a classic NFL classic, the next Sunday, the October 10 and 2020 Eastern time, and Pittsburgh. Remember that this week, in the Thursday Night Football, the Dallas Cowboys defeated. Wait a minute. Sorry. The Dallas Cowboys defeated 2015 the Giants, and in this moment, the Dallas Cowboys are in the second place in the NFC East with a record of 2-2. In this moment, I think that this will be a very close game, but I think that the Steelers are going to win this game because they will play at home. Let's hope that the Steelers defenses improve its football level, and the Steelers offense keep playing a very great football. And remember that the Cowboys will have some key players that are in injury, so the Steelers need to improve to take advantage of this. So I think that the Steelers will win this game by 3 or 7 point difference, and the Steelers go back to the victory. So in this video I talk about what happened today, where the Steelers traveled to Indianapolis and they lost 24-27, and the Steelers lost its first game of the season, but they are to fall to a record of 3-1, while they are still leading the AFC division. So this is all for today. See you next video. Chibra.